Good afternoon, I'm Dwayne Kirkner, Sports Information Director here at West Virginia Wesleyan, and joining me on the Men's Basketball Coaches Corner is Head Coach Bill Lilly. Bill, thanks for being here.
So it's good to be back.
I know it's the highlight of your week.
Yes, we're looking forward to it.
Well, congratulations. Last night, Monday night, D&E came in. They're a very good team, and you guys beat them 104-97. Could you talk just a little bit about that game?
D&E, very unique team in this league. Boy, they make you guard an awful lot of screens that most teams don't do anymore. Most teams kind of open the floor and go small and play a little differently in D&E. But they're unique in the way they play, and it's a hard preparation game for us. And we weren't sure how we wanted to do it, but we knew we needed to do something a little bit different than what we did over there the first time. So how to get it done? Caldwell scores, he gets to the line, he goes and attacks the basket pretty well. We get the ball out of their point guard's hands, and so then they're not able to really execute the entries like they have in the past to some extent. Now they kind of fixed it too, as you saw at the end, but gave us at least a margin that we could work with.
Turner got into foul trouble for D&E. You guys limited him to just 6 points. That has to probably be a season low for him.
I don't know if the season low or not, but I'm glad he didn't get any more than 6.
Right. I mean, he averages 22 points, and you guys hold him to 6. They said he got into foul trouble, so that was big and a key for you guys. So
no question.
And for those that didn't witness the game, there were, I believe, 58 fouls called in the game, 4 technicals on D&E. Have you ever seen a game quite like that? You guys were in the double bonus, I think, with 15 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, again, the game's predicated so much on who's officiating, what the crew is, and what frame of mind they're in. And one of those deals last night was somehow they upset that group early, and really it was a great rivalry game. That I enjoyed about that one last night. It kind of got going and warm up early, and both teams a little bit back and forth to each other, and you knew there was going to be a little bit of excitement within it. So both teams play hard. We knock each other down a time or two, and we got the benefit of a whistle or two on those that could have gone either way. I mean, we're not away from fault by any means in those situations. Heck, it takes two to get those things going back and forth. But they won the battle getting the last word in, which turned out another reward as well.
Before the game, senior night, you honored your 2 seniors, Grant Burton and Ryan Honer. Could you talk just a little bit about what those 2 players have meant to your program?
We'll start with Grant first. He doesn't only mean something to our program, he means something to the entire school and Jesse Scott's track program and all of us. He's the perfect complement of what a team player should be. He takes his role, he understands it, whether he's the white team out here simulating D&E and he sees Tim Turner for D&E, wherever it is, he runs with it. A lot of guys won't accept that role, especially as a senior, but he's relished that one, and hey, I wish we could have played him more, but we haven't done it. But he's the perfect team player, the perfect teammate. Again, he's got an interest in being a coach at some point in time. He'll be great in that as well. Hunter, on the other hand, he's a troublemaker. He's a problem. He's an issue from the word. Hey, you talk about the perfect guy now too. Just as far as a teammate goes, that's one thing. He's a leader. He runs a residence life facility as a student, which is a compliment in itself. He's a 4.0 student, probably never made a B in his life. He's already accepted into dental school. I mean, his life is structured. It's planned out. He's known from probably his 2nd day of 3rd grade what he's going to do, and he's set that goal and he's gone in a straight line for it. And he doesn't fear it.
Yeah. Of course, Honer is going to go to dental school at Ohio State University. He was also named West Virginia Wesleyan Scholar Athlete of the Year, so congratulations to Ryan for that honor. So, getting back to the game, last week you shot lights out against Bluefield State. I said, how are you going to bottle that up? You have. Your team has shot over 58% now. In your last 4 games, you have won 3 of those last 4 games. What's going on with the offense? Is it just something that's clicking now? And to shoot over 58% for 4 games, that's just amazing.
Well, I wish I had an answer for you too. Yeah. But the best one I can give you is I still think, personnel-wise, we're as good as anybody in the league. You can't convince me that otherwise. Now the record, of course, is different.
Right.
The guy sitting at the end of the bench may not be as good as any in the league, but the personnel is as good as any in the league. Now our weakness right now is we don't really strip it from the perimeter very well. I think, when you look back with Ryan Hunter and Caldwell and Caleb Ashley and some of that crew, they are good shooters, but they have made shots. And kind of what we've steered away from doing is taking an excessive number of threes right now. Because again, you go back to it, you got the best bigs in the league too, I think, with Nevin and Dominic Neiman in there. So we make sure it touches in there first. The other thing that's going on right now is Caldwell is such a good player off the bounce, as long as it's not more than 1 to 2 bounces, and a straight line getting to the hoop, and he's stronger than a lot of guards in the league. Consequently, he's getting to the line a bunch.
Right.
And what was the last night? 23 times in 1 game to the foul line.
Yeah.
So that that's an amazing number. That's a career for guys like me and everybody else. Matter of fact, that's probably 23 times my career right there.
Yeah. Well, Caldwell wound up with 38. He's really stepped it up again, averaging, I think, 29.3 points in your last 4 games, and he was named the WVIC Player of the Week. So he's really been on fire for you here the last couple of weeks.
He has been. Again, that guy's a very good player. He's played through everything in his career. You name it, from broken bones to fractured skulls or whatever it's been. I mean, he does that. He's playing through an injury right now, and he's doing a pretty good job of it. And
he's only a junior, so you'll have him for one more season next year. That has to be nice.
Unless he decides to go hardship.
Well, yeah. Okay. All right. Coming up this Saturday, you've got Glenville State. It's your regular season finale. It's down at Glenville State. I know you're very familiar with Glenville State. We call it Lilyville around here. So you said that's where they invented basketball. So you want to talk a little bit about your season finale? It's going to be a huge game in regards to where you finish in the league standings. Glenville is 12th and we're 11th right now.
Sure enough. That will be, that's another rivalry game, which makes it a good way to end this thing. It puts a little bit of juice back into that atmosphere as well. You got the women's game will be in front of us, and you got 2 teams there playing for a conference championship. So you know it's going to Glenville draws now.
Right.
You could be eating bales of hay over there, and they're going to fill the place up. It's just the way it works, and so it'll be a great atmosphere. It'll be a good environment, and as you said, boy, that's where the game of basketball was invented, back in that town, and at least that's what I tell these guys. They don't know the daggone difference anyway. But we'll have a good time. But I'm looking forward to it anyway. We also have a day or 2 to prepare for this one, which we haven't had now in about 6 weeks, which may be bad, not good from our standpoint. But it gives us a day or 2 to get our legs back, a day or 2 to practice, and kind of get ready to go back over there. But they got us here. We had down 7 late in the game. Kind of mishandled the situation or 2, lost 1 at the foul line, and just we didn't finish it very well. Can we beat those guys again? It's a difficult matchup. They've got perimeter players who make shots, and if it gets into a battle of 3 for 3, they're going to win that battle. I do know that, so we've got to find a different way to play them. We've got to not let Dent and Dobson and those guys have the open looks they had over here.
Okay, Coach, is there anything else you want to add?
No, sir.
All right. Good luck against Glenville State this Saturday. We'll be watching you as you go into the WBAC tournament. Seedings and everything for that will come out, I believe, Sunday night. So everybody to keep an eye on the website to check out where Wesleyan will be going in the WBAC tournament. So for head coach Bill Lilly, I'm Dwayne Carpenter. We'll talk to you next week.